Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Leach back here with another reaction video. We got AFC North season preview and predictions, outlook for each QB. Which teams will make the playoffs? Let's get right into it. Make sure y'all hit that sub button, turn the noties on, all that good stuff. And make sure y'all follow the socials on the screen. It's much appreciated.
If you're talking about guys that you're going to take in the third and fourth round of your drafts, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, Joe Burrow, and Jalen Hurts. That's it. That's the list.
Yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. Are y'all playing fantasy football? I am, for sure. I'm in a bunch of leagues.
League MVP didn't practice today after leaving practice early on Wednesday. He reportedly had his foot stepped on.
Oh.
And a team taking no chances at losing its franchise quarterback. Here's John.
Makes sense, makes sense. You gotta be careful.
Like we said yesterday, I think Chad had mentioned that. They did a quick x-ray and there's no damage or anything like that. I'm sure it's a little sore today, so we just kept him in, but he's fine. He's going to be good.
How much of a relief was that for you after hearing that news?
It was a big relief, yeah. I told the guys, I said, prayers do get answered, because I was praying. And God came through. So, but he's good.
Time now for an AFC North preview presented by Verizon. And we welcome in Brian McFadden for a game that we're going to be calling B blank. So I give out the topic, and B-Mac will fill in the blank.
Okay.
So let's start with Lamar Jackson, which, by the way, looks like a sigh of relief for him with that foot being stepped on there. Lamar Jackson, B-Mac, has to be blank to win a Super Bowl.
Action Jackson. That's who he has to be to win a Super Bowl. Now we've seen Action Jackson surface throughout Lamar Jackson's outstanding career.
We know what he can do in the regular season, but like the Ravens, it seems like they get to the playoffs, bro. They forget how to play football, and they just can't win the big games.
And you don't necessarily need the heroic, entertaining like plays, Tommy. It's about making routine.
It just seems like the Ravens are right there, but you know, they just can never come through. But maybe that'll change. I don't know. We'll have to see.
A simple drag route to Zay Flowers, routine play. Tried to get the football over the goal line. L'Jarius Sneed came out, punched the football, fumble. Game goes into the Kansas City Chiefs' direction. Most recently, a year ago, a routine throwing catch from Lamar to Mark Andrews, something that we've seen 1,000 times. Routine throwing catch. Unfortunately, they didn't make that play happen routinely. That's the issue. But to get to that point, again, you need to see Lamar become Action Jackson.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Which I really wasn't Lamar's fault, though. Which it kind of was Lamar's fault last year in the Bills game because he did turn the ball over a lot. And, you know, he made some dumb decisions with the football. But, yeah, Mark Andrews, you know, he's got to catch that one, though.
2023 and 24 splits.
I'm not saying the game was all on Mark Andrews because it wasn't. It was on Lamar, too. Lamar's got to be better. Especially in the playoffs. Not in the regular season. He's really good.
Playoff failures, he doesn't get put
regular season.
Joe Burrow
really
does, B-Mac, because Joe Burrow beat Mahomes, got to a Super Bowl. If we go with the Bengals quarterback, Joe Burrow has to be blank to return.
Let's hear this one.
Elite. He has to be elite for them to return to the playoffs. And here's why. Their defense. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Don't laugh at our defense, bro.
Can be stout. We don't know if their defense will be better than what we did not see a year ago.
I think it will be.
Not to mention their best defensive player is still waiting on a contract extension in Trey Hendrickson. So
yeah, we got to get that done.
That puts more pressure on who? The offense led by Joe Burrow. That's why I believe he has to be elite for them.
Hopefully the trade deal gets done. I don't know if it will or not. Obviously, there's been discussion that they're hearing trade offers on Trey. A bunch of teams interested in him, like the Raiders, the Panthers, the Colts, Patriots, all of them.
So hopefully that could help. But I still believe for them to get
he has to be elite. But if the defense is middle of the pack, bro, we're going to be fine.
He has to be elite, and they got to get off to better starts. That's been a problem.
Yeah, that's the main factor is the first couple weeks of the season.
Over the last handful of years. All right, let's get to Aaron Rodgers, 41 years old, gets to this division as a
Brian McFadden, do not be biased on this one, bro.
MVP. He has to be blank to return to that MVP form.
10 years younger. The fountain of youth has to display itself somehow into Aaron Rodgers' body to be an MVP caliber player. I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers at 41.
He has to be 10 years younger to return to MVP form. I mean,
the National Football League.
that's my biggest question. You know, how would that Steelers O-line hold up? You know, for A-Rod, bro. I mean, if he gets the time, bro, he gonna die. We know A-Rod. We know what he can do, but can he get the time? Because, you know, like I said, they have that week 5 bye week. That's a really early bye for a 41-year-old quarterback. Man, it's a long season, bro. Physical season. You got to play us twice. You got to play the Browns twice. You got to play the Ravens twice.
In terms of who Aaron Rodgers is today.
You know what I mean? Like,
a playoff caliber quarterback without being 10 years.
I'm not saying he can. I mean, I think A-Rod will be pretty good.
This statement is all about being an MVP caliber quarterback at 41. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, he'll be average. I don't think he'll be an MVP,
He needs to be 10 years younger.
Can't turn back the clock.
Like
They're trying to
caliber,
save him
you know,
by not
quarterback.
playing him in the preseason there, and then it'll be interesting to see how that Week 1 game against the Jets at MetLife will start.
Yeah, that's going to be a crazy
Steelers.
game.
And
Week
then
1
we
against
don't
the
have
Jets.
one, but
Justin
two
Fields versus
40-year-old
A-Rod.
quarterbacks in this division.
That's crazy.
Because Joe Flacco is in line to be the Week 1 starter.
Joe
But,
Flacco for the
Flacco
Browns.
has to be blank to keep the Browns afloat.
He has to be the GOAT to keep the Browns afloat.
He has to be the
And you
GOAT.
know who the GOAT is? It's Tom Brady. Like it or not, Tom Brady is the GOAT, especially at the quarterback position. And one thing we know about the GOAT when he was in his prime.
Yeah, Joe Flacco going to have to play out of his mind for the Browns to even have any chance, bro. Because, like, they really don't got no weapons. I mean, they did get Isaiah Bond. I mean, but we don't know what he is yet. They got Deontay Johnson, you know, Cedric Tillman, Jerry Jeudy. I mean, it's an okay receiving
And I
core.
think when you look at their schedule,
But
they would need a GOAT-like performance from Joe Flacco. Just look at the first 6 games, Tommy. Nowhere in the first 6 games would they be considered the favorites. Cincy, Baltimore, Green Bay, Detroit.
yeah, like I said, they might be 0-6, 0-7 to start the year.
You would need a GOAT-like performance. Now, the one luxury the Cleveland Browns have at their disposal, they've always found a way to keep things competitive in the division, the AFC North. That's the one bright spot. But when you look at the teams that they will see, especially in the first month of the season, divisional games, those teams all have playoff aspirations, and those teams are more talented than the Cleveland Browns as we see it today. But for sake of argument, for them to stay afloat, he got to turn into the GOAT.
Yeah, if he can even channel some of his 2023 form when he
will
won
have
Comeback
to.
Player of the Year. Heck, he could do it 2 years. It'd be interesting to see if he would be able to do that if he had GOAT status once again, to your point there. So when we talk about this division, B-Mac, as you know well, it is one of the elite divisions in football, routinely getting 2, if not 3 teams each year. If I were to ask you this year, how many teams and which teams are going to get to the playoffs?
I see 2 teams getting into the playoffs from the AFC North, starting with the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh.
Yo, Brian McFadden, bro, you are one biased motherfucker, bro. The Steelers ain't making the playoffs, bro. Like I said, bro, your defense is full of unks, bro. Oh, Jalen Ramsey, oh, we got 3 1s. We got 3 1s, bro. No, you don't, bro. No, you don't. Bro, they're not making it over Big Houday Nation. They're not making it. The Ravens, yes, I agree. No Steelers, bro. What? And y'all getting sent home in the first round against the Chiefs anyways. Y'all losing by 30. What?
Any, reasons why Baltimore, because we all know, right? We got one of the best quarterbacks.
But yeah, let's hear why the Steelers are in the playoffs.
Let's just talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers, because I think the consensus would either say Pittsburgh or Cincinnati. The reason why I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers is because they have a better defense.
How do you know they have a better defense, bro? A game has not even been played yet. I mean, unless you're just going on paper, yes, they probably do have the better defense, but we haven't even played a game yet.
In my opinion, now offense clearly goes to Cincinnati. Coaching goes to Pittsburgh.
Coaching goes to Pittsburgh, bro. Brian McFadden, bro. Yo, please get him off of CBS Sports, bro. What?
Special teams goes to Pittsburgh.
What?
When you look at comparing and contrasting, those are key components in terms of playoff caliber football.
Better coaching? Bro, y'all have been a first-round exit for as long as I can remember, bro. What are you talking about, dog? Special teams better? What?
Debate the Pittsburgh Steelers having a better offense.
He just saying
than the
shit at this
Cincinnati Bengals.
point.
No, that goes to Cincinnati. They got a better quarterback. They got better skill positional players. Okay? But in terms of defense, give me everything defense related to Pittsburgh, right? In special teams, when you look at Chris Boswell and who he's been,
Evan McPherson's better, bro. Money Mag.
Being an
What?
All-Pro a year ago, I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then we look at the head coaching debate, there's none. So
Yeah, there is. Zach Taylor's a better head coach, bro.
I factor Pittsburgh getting the nod over the Cincinnati Bengals. If the AFC North were to get 2 teams into the division, I take it as the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's going to be the
That's
Bengals,
a
bro.
preview of the AFC North, presented by Verizon with our 2-time.
He's so biased, bro. Like, it's so biased, bro. You can't even make it up, bro. But that's going to do it for these AFC North season preview and predictions. I'll look for each QB, which teams make the playoffs, which y'all saw. Ravens and Steelers, according to Brian McFadden, bro. His dumbass, bro. It's not happening, bro. The Steelers, they do the same thing every year, bro. They'll go 9-8. They'll be, on the, outside, looking in on the playoffs. Like he said, bro, he said we have the better quarterback and we have the better skill position, but they have the better defense, apparently, which we haven't even played a game this year, so how do you know which defense will be better? You never know. The Steelers, they do have a talented defense. What if they don't live up to the hype? You know what I mean? Like, what if they're just average? You never know, bro. And then special teams, what? Like, I think McPherson will be better than Boswell this year. That may be a hot take, but I really do. McPherson is going to have a bounce-back season. He was really bad last year, but I expect Money Mac to be, one of the best kickers in the entire league this season. But yeah, Brian McFadden, bro, the stuff you say is irrelevant, bro. Like, it don't make no sense, but whatever, bro. They have the better head coach, supposedly. But Mike Tomlin go 9-8, though, and he had first-round exit, so that makes him a better coach? Like, what? I know we haven't made the playoffs in a couple of seasons, but, like, I don't know, bro. Mike Tomlin hasn't done anything in a long time. But make sure y'all follow the socials on the screen. It's much appreciated. I love y'all, and I'm out. But that's going to do it for this reaction, though. Make sure y'all subscribe, like the video, and I'm out. Peace.